First of all, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, especially to all our fans and all of Zips Nation. We're just, really grateful. It's a privilege. I just told those guys to coach here and to coach this group. So just really, really blessed. Hopefully people are able to smile a little bit watching our team and enjoy watching them because, it's an old team. And, I got a bunch of 5th and 6th year guys out there playing. So we're trying to enjoy every moment we can with them. Secondly, I want to give Tim Kraft and his staff credit. I knew Gardner-Webb was a lot better than their record at 5-7 coming in. They got beat on a 55-footer the other night, 2 nights ago. So to have the mental toughness to come in here where we've had a lot of success at home and come back from 13 down with 17 to go showed a lot of character. His team did. His guys showed a lot of character, made a lot of big plays. The game certainly could have went either way. I certainly recognize that. And to be honest, I just said this on the radio. I thought last year our pre-Christmas game in Bradley, we didn't show up. It was 1 or 2 times all year that we didn't. And if we'd have got beat today, that would not have been the case. Make no mistake about it. That's how well they played offensively. It would not have been because of prep. It wouldn't have been because of maturity. It wouldn't have been because our guys didn't want to play today, unlike last year. So give them credit. Give Gardner-Webb a lot of credit. I thought from our team's perspective, I thought offensively we were terrific. Thought we executed, aside from some free throw making, got to the foul line, were great on the glass, executed out of timeouts, posted the ball, got the shots we wanted. We're absolutely terrific. I thought our poise was equally exceptional, leadership and poise. Fortunately, I thought our defense was putrid the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, including overtime. Give them credit. They were hard to guard. They went small with 4 guards. But our defense has got to be better if we're going to want to do special things here over the next couple months. It's got to be better than how we played it, in particular the last 20 minutes.
Coach, Ali, 29 points tonight. Efficient, 9 of 11 from the field, 11-14. What did you see out of him in his 3rd game back tonight?
Dude's a great player. I told him that today. I said, dude, you're a great player. We got to take a couple steps in a couple areas. I'm most pleased with him. The difference between him when he was here the first time and now is his emotional maturity. He's so grateful and happy to be back. Like you saw him the whole game. Like my friend Bud Wentz was saying, this dude's like smiling and winking. It's like a 2-point game. Crowd's going crazy. Like he's just smiling, having fun out there. So I'm happy for him mentally and emotionally. I think it's been great for him. That's the most important thing. As a player, he's a great, great player. Just because he can play both ends, he can impact every area of the game. You saw that today. But again, I think mentally, emotionally, he's just in a really good spot. This is a special place. I think today him playing just grateful to be back and playing. And again, I thought he was a big reason that our poise was really good. Obviously, Freeman getting 20 rebounds. I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, it's just ridiculous. 20 and 20, and he really didn't make free throws like he'd probably tell you that he'd like to. Could have had 25 and 20 easily. Thought we got good play out of the starters. We dug into the bench a little bit. 4 guys played. Originally, we was going to play 3 guys, and Tavari Johnson has practiced so well the last week and a half that I put him in the game, and I thought he was good. Thought Thornton having no turnovers was good. Thought our ability to play Scott, offense, defense with Hunter when they were playing small ball was good. Thought Mike Dawson gave us good minutes, and we'll need more out of those guys. The starters were in such a rhythm. And really, all those guys played so well that they played a little bit more than probably what I wanted them to play. But I thought the game, watching the game, I took 1 timeout to get them a rest in the first half, knowing that I have to use 1 in the first half. But after that, I really didn't notice fatigue on any of those guys. I think Ali's conditioning's gotten a lot better over the last couple of weeks. His cardio was good. Obviously, played a ton of minutes. And so, but yeah, I mean, I thought Ali was was absolutely terrific. At times, you could pick he or Freeman. I thought those were the best two guys in the game. Number one from their team, thank God he got in foul trouble because he was unbelievable. He was great, hard to stop. Thought 13 made some big plays for him, and I thought 3 Aldridge made big shots for him. And really, their small lineup of 4 guards put us in a blender.
You touched on Enrique, 20 points, 20 rebounds. He had half your rebounds tonight. He's a double-double almost every outing. What is this, 11 games now?
Yeah.
9 double-doubles, 9 double-doubles. You mentioned the other day he gets double-doubles like you and I breathe.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. No, it's just you get spoiled. The only other player I coached like that my entire career, 30 years, assistant, associate head coach, was David West. David would get double-doubles every night. And you try to take it for granted. But that's how, Freeman is. He's an unbelievable rebounder, unbelievable motor, phenomenal humility. I've said that a million times. He makes 2 mistakes. We take him out. I said, Coach, that was my fault. I'll get that done next time. His ability to handle the moment is great. Our team's ability to handle the moment. You can just tell we got old guys. Nobody panicked. Down 3, you would think not a soul. Greg misses the layup at the end of regulation. No panic in the huddle. Just phenomenal poise and leadership from our older guys.
Hey, Coach. So this is, if I'm correct, the first time this season we've gone into overtime. So how was that in your head mentally going into overtime, and also what did that circle look like?
Well, it wasn't. Honestly, we were like, hey, next play. And Greg started it, and Greg's the one who missed the layup. Great play by Dustin Ford, by the way. I had something that I wanted to run in that situation I was going to draw up. And he said, Coach, I'm telling you, if we run this the way they're sticking to Ali right now, we may get a layup. I said, well, I like layups. Draw it up. I love a layup. That'd be a great shot. And sure enough, did we get a layup or what? And he's probably going to make that, 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10 times. Smoke the layup. But it just, boom, next play, and he's the first one in the huddle saying it. That's pretty special. There's a lot of guys that be into themselves at that point.
And you've mentioned it, and so did Ali about endurance and cardio. Is that something you strive for?
Oh, for sure. We got Jovan Shaw, our strength coach, and Connor Marlott, our trainer, do a phenomenal job, and those guys are in great shape. Ali was the one guy, just because he hadn't played as many games, that we, tried to ease into. I probably played him too many minutes at Northern Kentucky. Then I played him too many minutes against Miami Hamilton on purpose to try to get him to push through. And then we practiced a certain way this week, shorter but fast and more game-like and a lot of up and down. And then he's done some extra conditioning. Ali's an extra guy. He's in here at night. He gets here early. He works. He's a worker. It's the reason he's a good player. So one of the reasons. But his cardio way better now than even Northern Kentucky when he played his first game.
Coach, at the end of the second half, you drove a play for Greg Tribble to try to get to the hole. What went into consideration for that type of play?
Like I said, Dustin had an idea and a thought, and he's been with me a long time. I trust him. It was a great idea. He got a layup. Who gets a layup to win games? A layup. It wasn't like, people get good shots because they draw up good stuff or whatever, but a layup. We had a layup. Which was great at play that Dustin drew up. Greg makes that, like I said, most of the time. He didn't, and we went to overtime.
Coach, you got the week of finals where you didn't play for 7 days. You're going to have another longer, 9 days till you play St. Bonaventure. What's kind of the game plan?
So we got 5 days off. Obviously, most of the guys are leaving tonight that are drive guys. We got a few playing guys tomorrow. And then we'll get back and have a 3-day prep. But we got the type of guys, Chad, these dudes, like Greg's yelling at them, get working while you're gone, get shots up. These dudes are something else. I hope these young guys are absorbing some of this. Because I think what happens is you got a great culture. We do, by the way. It's unbelievable. It's because of the guys in the locker room. As soon as we lose all those seniors, I'm a little bit concerned. Hopefully these young guys, through osmosis, have been watching this, who they are as students. I got all their grades. All of them are going to graduate in the spring, right? Mike Dawson was in the meeting as a fifth-year guy this morning, over 3.0. These guys do what they're supposed to do. Freeman, 2 A's. man. Are you surprised? And that's how they act, and it's who they are. Some of the young guys got to pick it up a little bit, but I'm expecting them to, they got to carry the torch. The culture's not what we have on the walls. That only comes to life through the quality of the character of the players that are in the locker room when we're not around. And right now we're fortunate. We got really good guys.
Last question for us. Over this entire season, and especially this game, we saw a lot of 2-3 guys on Enrique. How are you guys adjusting for that during the practices and during the...
Well, I'll be honest with you, I think it's harder with Ali out there. Just a tad. And then we had some great stuff. We ran against the double team today, and Enrique did a great job. Other than the last one, I think he tried to throw it to the other team. I don't know. You have to ask him. Try to make it interesting. But other than that one, I thought he played with a lot of purpose on his post touches. Made a lot of good things happen.
Would you have liked to, in phase one, the non-conference phase, gotten the younger guys more minutes?
Yeah, maybe. And that's the product of this ridiculous schedule that we've played. And here's what's crazy. Our non-conference isn't over. We got St. Bonaventure and Rocket Mortgage, who Robbie tells me is a monster. He's got the scout. They're really good. That'll be another quad 1-2 game. And then if we play well, we have to play well. I can tell you right now, the top 1 or 2 teams in the Sun Belt are a monster. Top 3 teams in the Sun Belt are a monster. We may play 2 of our 3 hardest non-conference games. They're still remaining in the schedule. So Chad's right. It's a great question. And not that we haven't played good schedules in the past. We've tried to fit our team. But we've had a few more games where I've been able to have the luxury to do that. This year we've not, other than just a couple, So, yes, I wish, no question, because we've got some good players I'd like to get out there, and I'd like to establish that depth. I thought tonight we'd play 9 guys. I thought we'd play 8 all 20-plus, and the 9th guy maybe 10, and we just didn't get to that tonight, partly because the starters played so well, and the game just kind of dictated that tonight.
How does that max Sun Belt, when does that get determined who plays who?
Like a week or 2 before. So you got to earn it. You want to play some of the better teams, you got to play well. I like it.
How do they determine who's home and away?
Well, the home games were all MAC at the beginning of the season. So now in February, Michael, every MAC team, when they play the Sun Belt on the road, will be an away game.